Hey everyone, Adam at Droid Media here, and today we're taking a look at this awesome little hard drive, the G-Tech R-Series Mobile SSD. So before we begin, I just want to say that this review is in no way, shape, or form paid for or promoted by G-Tech. Everything that I'm going to talk about is based on my own personal experiences using this hard drive on a daily basis for like the past 6 months. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. I've been a huge fan of G-Tech hard drives for several years now. I own a few, I love them. I really like how durable and reliable they are. And I honestly also like how pretty they are. They make some very aesthetically pleasing hard drives. So when I saw these little R-Series ones come out, I was really interested and I picked one up right away. I've been looking for a more portable, durable hard drive to take with me on projects. Now, my initial impression of this hard drive was that it was seriously small. I mean, like, this is half the size of some of the other hard drives I use. You can see here it's compared to a Western Digital passport drive that most of us are pretty familiar with. And it turns out I actually love how small this thing is because I can plug 2 or 3 into my laptop, into my iMac, and it takes up such little space on the desktop. There's no real estate that these things take up. They're so tiny. And this is even more important for portable hard drives, like when you're working remotely at a coffee shop or somewhere, is that you don't want all of these hard drives hanging around your computer all the time. You want to be compact, and this is incredibly compact hard drive. Now, speaking of small, let's talk about the cord that it comes with for a minute, if that'll focus. It is only a little bit bigger than the actual hard drive itself. Now, when I opened this packaging, I thought that this was going to be an absolute deal breaker. I mean, how in the world is this thing going to be long enough to connect to my computer? I have never used a hard drive with a cord that short, and I love every aspect of it. When it is plugged in on like a table somewhere, if I'm at a coffee shop or if I'm working in my bed late night, it doesn't sit there and drag around. I don't have like 9, 10, 12 inches of cord to deal with. I've got this little 4 or 5 inch cord, and it'll sit there and it'll rest easily on my lap, just like my laptop's doing. And I think this is one of the big selling points of this hard drive is the size of its cord. It's been so well designed and thought out. Now, the hard drive itself comes with 2 little USB cords. One of them's got the standard USB 3 with a USB-C on the other end, if this will focus. There we go. And then the other cord that it comes with is identical to this, except it's just USB-C on both ends. So if you've got an older version laptop like I do, or one of the newer like MacBook Pros, you'll have access to this hard drive with any computer that you've got. Now, using the hard drive is exactly what you'd expect from any other portable hard drive. You plug it into your computer, you name it whatever you want to name it, and you're good to go. Honestly, it's that simple. This drive is great for pretty much everyday work. Basic tasks like backing up footage, to editing, to sharing footage with a client. But where this thing really shines is when you push it with some heavy-duty editing. Now, G-Tech claims this hard drive has transfer speeds up to 560 megabits per second. In the real world, this just translates to very fast. Now, I haven't gotten those speeds out of it, but after doing several tests, I have been averaging between 420 and 450 megabits per second, which is still crazy fast and good enough for editing any HD footage you've got and most 4K footage with no latency or lag. Now, I haven't had the opportunity to edit anything higher resolution than 4K with it or any raw footage, to be honest, but it has handled every single thing I've thrown at it without any issues. Now, as most of us can agree on, durability is a big part of all hard drives, and even a small drop, because even a small drop can mean disaster when it comes to the footage that we're storing on these things. Now, the R-Series is supposed to be durable up to a 1 meter drop on a carpeted floor. This hard drive also boasts an IP67 rating, which just means it can survive in up to 1 meter deep water for up to 30 minutes. And it's completely dust resistant. All gags aside, this thing is super durable and is going to be able to handle most of the real world scenarios that we can throw at it. Like with all stuff that we're going to buy, something else you want to take into consideration with this is how cute this thing is. Yes, cute. I mean, just look at it. It's so little tiny. It's a little tiny hard drive. Honestly, this thing is adorable. You can tell that this thing is made really well inside and out when you look at this. It's got this nice kind of rubbery, smooth outside. It's hefty. It sits well in your hand. There's no hard edges or anything, so it's really like ergonomically comfortable to hold too. Now, while this has no bearing on the operations or functionality, it's really good to know that you're getting a hard drive that's been well designed inside and out. So these things are small, but they are certainly not cheap. And I think that's one of the biggest downsides to that, is that even though you are getting a ton of value for the price you pay, there are hefty price tags associated with these. Now, the 500 gigabyte model is around $150-ish. The 1 terabyte model is around $270, and the 2 terabyte one is around $560. So again, buy once, cry once. But really, you will be crying a lot when you have to shell out that much money on one of these. Overall, this hard drive is an absolute winner for me. Now, it's really nice to know that there is a durable, portable, functional hard drive that's designed well, both inside and out, that can fit the high-speed data needs that many of us have in today's market. So given the cost, this is not an entry-level hard drive, unfortunately. If you're looking for something cheap and portable, the little Western Digital passports are a go-to for me. I think you can get them for like $50 most of the time. But it's one of the smallest, one of the best, and one of the fastest hard drives I've ever worked with. And the fact that it's portable makes this an absolute winner for me. I love this hard drive. I can't say enough nice things about it. And I'll probably end up with like a whole family of these things by the time this is all said and done. Thanks for watching another Droid Media Tech Review video. If there are other things that you would like to see reviewed, let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video, there's a thumbs up button somewhere down below as well, and a subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on other videos like this. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you next time.